Well, hello Internet. Here we are with a little bit of a video. This one here is kind of meant to make you think, kind of, sort of, maybe. What is the true meaning of being alone? Now, society tells you that if you're not surrounded by family or friends all the time, or majority of the time, then you are alone. You live alone, you work alone, you socialize with less and less people, you are alone, you grocery shop alone, you go camping alone. Does that mean that you are being alone? Or does that mean that you are just living a solo kind of lifestyle? You can be surrounded by friends and family, by coworkers, by thousands of people, and you can still be alone. Loneliness comes from feelings within, not necessarily from being around nobody, around no people, just being by yourself. You can, like I said, be alone even if you're surrounded by so-called loved ones, because what's inside is what dictates or shows you what loneliness is. Without true happiness on the inside, no matter what happens to you on the outside, that is never going to change, never going to reflect the true meaning of being alone until after you've experienced that yourself. I always thought that I lived a solo lifestyle, a alone lifestyle, because even when I was around family, friends, co-workers, people, I never did feel like I belonged in those social circles. I never did feel that I belonged around my co-workers or around my friends. I never felt that I fit in with their groups, their people, their social circles, their normalcy, whatever that word that I'm looking for is, that everybody seems to set up. If you don't fit in with the social circles, then you are left behind. Same with families and such. All families have some kind of division in them, some kind of hurt feelings that sends family members to be alone or by themselves. And if your friends, your family members, your people around you do not reach out, do not try hard to be a part of your inner circle, then you do end up living a solo lifestyle. And I have lived, well, this lifestyle now for a few years, and I have no idea what I was afraid of or hanging on to with putting up with a bunch of stuff in my old life, but this solo or being alone single lifestyle is not as bad as what everybody was saying it was or pretending it was. What is homelessness? Well, essentially, if you don't have a place to live, then you're homeless. If you're not living in a house or an apartment or a motel room or some kind of government paid shelter, then you are basically homeless. However, there are people that live full-time in an RV, full-time in a van. They're quite content living in an old RV, old school bus, and technically, because they don't have a physical street address, then technically they are homeless. However, they're not homeless by far, because they have their home. Their home is where they park it every night, and they live the free nomadic lifestyle without having all the pressures and nonsense that go along with owning your own house or condo or apartment. You look at people who are what society calls truly homeless, where they're living under a bridge, living in a cardboard box. All their possessions are in a backpack or in a shopping cart. Are they truly homeless? You know, are they unhappy living in that cardboard box, in that bridge, on that park bench, surrounded by a community of like-minded people just like themselves for support? You know, they have their soup kitchens they go to, they have their community outreach programs that they qualify for, they have their friends, they have the social circle, all their needs are met. You know, I know there's other issues that sometimes leads to homelessness, where, you know, you end up living in a cardboard box, but at the same time, there are programs that can allow you to change, to get out of that circle if you so choose, but yet some people choose not to change because they are happy where they're at, where they are at. What is the meaning of being rich? Is being rich being so filthy rich that your great-great-grandchildren could never spend your wealth? Or is being rich having your wealth right in front of you? You know, your family being your wealth, your riches, your home being your riches, your whole life that you have spent building being your riches as well. Is that what being rich is? You know, I've seen both sides of the coin, per se, in the last few years. I've been almost homeless. I've been homeless. I've had money. I haven't had money. I've worked for my money. I haven't worked. I've seen quite the wide ranges of experiences. And essentially, money didn't bring you happiness. When you come down to it, when you think of it, being rich, does that mean that you have money, or that you're happy with the direction that your life is going? You're happy with your surroundings, happy with your family, happy with your job, happy with the way things are. You don't feel the need to acquire things to validate your existence, to prove to the world that you are successful. What is being content? Yeah, I know happiness, rich, and being happy, being rich, and being content are all have similarities and things. However, you can have everything in the world, money, family, you know, companions, the ability at a moment's notice to buy a new vehicle, new house, new cabin, hop on one of your many private jets and fly to some weird, warm, exotic location. However, if you're not content, then, well, you won't be truly happy. Stuff does not bring happiness. Stuff only glosses over the unhappiness until you get bored of that item, and then you're back being unhappy or not content with your surroundings. You know, you buy a new multi-million-dollar mansion just to keep yourself happy for a few more months until your next multi-million-dollar mansion is ready, or buy another, you know, $200,000 or $300,000 plus or more car, and just to match the other 9 that you already have in your garage. I believe, you know, what I've covered here in the video can all be summed up with essentially your true inside feelings. Your true inside feelings of happiness, your true inside feelings can dictate whether you feel that you're rich or not. Your feelings can make you happy or sad, depressed or angry. Being content with what you have in front of you, whether it's a tent or an RV, whether it's a bicycle or a vehicle, whether it's being single or being in a relationship, you know, whether it's having a relationship or it's being single. Being in a relationship has its definite times where it's great to be, where it can be a struggle. However, at the same time, being content in that same relationship can help get through a lot of times where you may have struggled in that, you know, partnership. But just a little quick vlog here, kind of saying my thoughts. It is what it is, and around you go. And as always, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.